Hey, it's Mr. Giancarlo with What's Up with Giancarlo. We've got 15.3 today, solving volume equations. Okay? So, last class we went over volume, which was V equals LWH, or V equals big B H, which the big B equals length times width. Okay? So the way I see it, if they just give you a big B, you just multiply it times the height. Other than that, when they give you all three, just work it out like this. Okay? So all you're doing is length times width times height. You multiply the first two and then multiply by height, or you multiply two of them and then you just multiply by the third one. Writing equations using the volume of a rectangular prism. You can use the formula for the volume of a rectangular prism to write an equation, then solve the equation to find missing measurements for a prism. So, example 1. Samuel has an ant farm with a volume of 375 cubic inches. The width of the ant farm is 2.5 inches and the length is 15 inches. What is the height of Samuel's ant farm? First things first, write my formula, V equals LWH. So I know the width and I know the length. So V equals, my length is 15. My width is 2.5. And then my height. So they tell me that 15 times 2.5 is 37.5. Oh. Oopsies, I know the volume too. So my volume is 375. So we work it out, we get 37.5 when I multiply those two, and that's H. So now I've got this attached, but I need to figure out what H is. So to solve for H, I need to get it all alone. And since it's multiplication, I do the opposite, and that is division. When I divide 375 by 37.5, I get 10. So my height will be 10. Hopefully everybody understands. You're just writing your formula, plugging everything in, and then solving for the missing variable. That is it. All right, find the height of this rectangular prism, which has a volume of 15/16 cubic feet. Go ahead. Your turn. Pause it. Since everybody should have paused, here's the answer. This is how you work it out, everyone. You just plug in what you have, you write your formula, you plug in what you have, you multiply 3 times 1 is 3, 4 times 2 is 8, so you get 3/8 H. You're going to have to divide and divide it by fractions. Remember, keep, change, flip. So 8 times 15, 3 times 16. You simplify it to get either 5/2 or 2.5. Okay. So now we're on to solving multi-step problems. So 1 cubic foot of water equals approximately 7.5 gallons and weighs approximately 62.43 pounds. So I'm going to need everybody to just put a star next to this and remember it, because when you get to the homework, you might have a question that you need this information to help you solve it, okay? Like this next example is you need to know 1 cubic foot of water. So, the classroom aquarium holds 30 gallons of water. It is 0.8 feet wide and has a height of 2 feet. Find the length of the aquarium. So find the volume of the classroom aquarium in cubic feet. So now we need to divide this 30 gallons of water by the 7.5 gallons because it's 1 cubic foot. So we need to find use the unit rate so we can find the cubic feet. Okay, the number of cubic feet. So 30 divided by 7.5 gets me 4 cubic feet, and now that's going to be my volume. Okay, so now that I found that, it's basically the same thing again. V equals L times W times height, and then we just solve. Okay, we plug in everything that we found. This is now our volume, since we just found that out. And then we just solve from there. 0.8 times 2 gets me to 1.6. I divide both sides by 1.6, and then I figure out that the length is 2.5. So all I'm doing is finding the volume from taking the 30 gallons of water and dividing it by the unit rate of gallons per cubic foot. That's where it comes into play. I don't believe this will be on the big assignment that we're doing, and I don't think this will be on the FSA. But it's in the lesson, so I'm going to teach it. Here goes, your turn. Remember, we just did an example on this, so if you need any help with this problem, go back and look at the example. Go back and look at what I just taught you. Okay? It's your turn, so please pause. Okay. Let's check out this answer. So 1 cubic foot of water equals approximately 7.5 gallons. So 33.75 gallons of water equals to 4.5 cubic feet of water. From there, we know our volume. So we write our formula and then we plug in everything that they tell us. Length is 2, height is 1.5. And then we solve for W since that's what we're missing. And that's the lesson. Remember to keep coming back if you want to learn something new in math, okay? This has been Mr. Giancarlo. What's up, Giancarlo? And remember, if you're watching this video, you're a part of the class. See you next time.